Hey, what's going on there? Lucky here. I am at the shop after this crazy rainstorm California's getting right now. And I figured I would roll over here and see what was going on. Got the lights on. Got the heater going up there. It works okay. I got my little cheater hose. The roadkill sign says it all. So that's an exhaust vent from like the back bathroom. It's attached to the lower part of the heater where the fan is. And it blows it right out over here. Kind of goes under the lift and heats up the offices. Does a pretty good job. Out here, it just kind of takes the sting off. But yeah, there we're at. Took this thing for a ride the other day. I FaceTimed the owner while I was driving down the freeway. And the thing is surprisingly comfortable and quiet. I guess, what did I expect? It's gonna be surprisingly comfortable and quiet. It's dynamatted and carpeted and jute padding and insulated and sealed with new floors, windows, rubbers, felts, everything. It's like driving a nice car. So lo and behold, it's a nice car. A couple things I realized on the freeway was the speedometer didn't work. And I was thinking to myself, man, did I plug the cable in? And I could not for the life of me remember even ever installing the cable. So while I was driving out there, I picked up a cable and came back. Lo and behold, no cable. I also found a lower stainless for the windshield. It has a little bend in it, but it's doing the job. I got clips for the front and back windows to install them. And that's handled. Speedo cable is routed inside. Wipers, lubricated, overhauled, timed, and installed. They actually wipe and park. That's high, that's low, and this is off. Let me make it come all the way. That's off, and they put themselves away, so that's cool. I think on the other video I did, I showed that knee knocker tack, all the lights and gauges and switches, everything work. This thing was really a pleasure to drive. So, yeah, it's about ready to go home, but it's raining right now. Otherwise, I'd be out there driving it. I like to drive them around a little bit, shake them down. If anything's gonna go wrong, I have to find a rattle or a loose bolt or something like that. I like to be the one to find it. I don't like those phone calls. But yeah, no, it's a nice driver. It was a cruiser. I did the shift linkage is a little bit out of alignment, so that's why it's on the lift right now. I put in the Speedo cable, adjusted the shift linkage, and yeah, brought it back. It's really, really ready to go home. There's one thing about the shift linkage on these. It's not the Hurst shifter. It's the factory shifter with the M21. The Hurst shifter has an alignment slot in it that you can use an Allen wrench or a bolt, like a 632, I think, and put it right through the hole or line it all up to adjust the rods. On this, there's a very specific way to do it. I had to search it on YouTube, and then finally I just looked at it, and it's sort of self-explanatory. There's a couple of little grooves in the back that line up for the reverse, and then there's another one, a square one on the side that line up for the neutral. If you search it, if you have an original shifter, first of all, I don't know anybody who does. He does. He should probably upgrade to the Hurst one. I think it's closer ratio and more comfortable. But this is doing its job. But if you get it installed incorrectly and out of adjustment, what you end up doing is when you go to reverse and then you pull it out of reverse and say put it in first or second, generally first out of reverse, it'll stay in reverse. The shifter lever will release, and then you'll grab the second lever and force it into first, which isn't hard to do. Now you're locked in first and reverse, which the car won't move. It'll just lock up. So, and then this is what happens. You got to crawl into the car and burn your arm on the exhaust to get the reverse lever out to put it back into first. So, lesson learned, scarred earned, and yeah, it's not the first time, won't be the last. This thing is back from alignment. This is Robo Robbie on Instagram. You might want to give him a follow if you want to see what's going on with this thing. And he also has a white 69 Chevelle that is pretty cool. But yeah, this thing is making some boost. It's gonna be running on E85. Lots of cool stuff. I got the battery. Well, I put it on the charge the other day. Oh, I see. Charge cable popped off. And there it goes. Make sure that thing's nice and charged, because this thing is back, like I said, back from alignment. We had to lift it up, set the right height. What he had put it all together, him and his buddies, I think, put it all together and, you know, had it looking really cool in the driveway or in the garage, slammed on the ground. But once it sits there for a little while with a little weight on the springs will settle, usually 3/4 of an inch or so. And then the thing was just slammed to the point that you couldn't push the thing, you couldn't barely do anything with it. So they tried to clearance the tires, clearance the wheel wells, and that didn't turn out very nice. Ends up there's some body work on this thing. So now we are looking for some flares to bolt onto it, because I mean, who's he trying to fool? It's not a sleeper at all. Might as well look the part. Going to do that, or potentially pull the wheels off, take them to my buddy over Asagian wheel, Ken Asagian, have him chuck them up and machine the back of them. And yeah, he's got the apparatus over there to do all that. They do all the Chip Foose's wheels right next door to this. And Ken Asagian Wheels is in the same facility with Boyd Coddington's son. So they got some gear over there for sure. What else? That's it, man. That's really about it. Oh, you know what I did do was I had Omar scrub the bottom of this thing really thoroughly, and then I sealed up the floor. I seam sealed the tunnel that's in there and sprayed that. The deal with this is just going to be a driver. I'm not building a show car. I see a lot of stuff on social media and other shops where they metal finish everything and cut the whole floor out. You know, that's all cool. If that's what you're into, you want to put, 500 hours into your floor firewall, good for you. That's going to be a sweet ride. I want to get on the road and start driving this thing. So this will be fine. All the holes are welded up. Everything is sealed. It will be nice and quiet. I'll be dynamatting the inside of it once I build the seat brackets. And that's it. So yeah, I think it looks fine. I will be touching up some of that. Also too, this is a satin finish. I think I'm gonna go with a gloss finish. Not high gloss, I'm just gonna do a single stage. And I've noticed that this stuff tends to stain. And I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to build a show car, but I want it to look like a Survivor. And so yeah, it's gonna go butternut yellow, single stage with like the factory finish. And if it wants to patina itself, it can. That's really about it. I got all these sweet brakes sitting here, ready to put them on, along with the POL suspension, the bare brakes, some plumbing and stuff. But with the holidays, New Year's, Christmas, I've been just playing Family Dude and getting all that stuff done. But yeah, pretty sure I'm about caught up now. In a couple of days, I'll be back here at the shop. Actually, no, I have to go work on, I think it's Engine Masters, pull a motor out for somebody, and then they're going to take it somewhere. And then I'll be back over here. I don't think we're filming again for a couple of weeks, so I'll be getting some stuff done. Hopefully, the next time I do a video on the wagon, the body will be on the frame, and it will be plumbed, and I will be getting the stuff together. All right, guys, Happy New Year. Thanks for checking out my silly videos. Thanks for all your support again this year. And stay safe out there. It's raining if you're in California. It's freaking raining. It won't even make up its mind how it wants to rain. It's just drizzling. So it's saturating everything, but it's not pouring, so which is kind of weird. Either way, see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe, tell a friend, share, and leave a comment. See you later.